Nikita Simonyan, Nikita Pavlovich Simonyan, Armenian, Nikita Mkrtich Simonyan, born Mkrtych Pogosovich Simonyan, 12 October 1926, is a former Soviet football striker and coach of Armenian descent. He was born in Armavir. As of 2016, he is the Russian football functionary first vice president of the Russian Football Union. Simonyan was awarded the honored Master of Sports of the USSR title in 1954, the honored Coach of Russia title in 1968, the merited Coach of the USSR title in 1970, and the Commander of the Order for Services to the Fatherland Award on 29 December 2011. Simonyan is the top scorer in the history of the club Spartak Moscow, 160 goals. Club career. Simonyan was a player for FC Dynamo Sukhumi during his youth career. His first coach was Shota Lomanadze. After 16 years of living in Sukhumi, Simonyan moved to Moscow, where he was invited by Vladimir Gorokhov and Abram Dangilov to join the local club FC Krylia Sovetov Moscow, also known as the Wings of the Soviets. Gorokhov became Simonyan's first coach in Moscow. For the first match of the Soviet Top League, Simonyan played in Sukhumi against FC Dynamo Minsk. When he arrived in the city, he found out that his house had been searched and his father was arrested. The arrest was organized by the Georgian authorities to put pressure on Simonyan in order to lure him into FC Dynamo Tbilisi. This provocation did not work, and Simonyan continued to play for Krylia Sovetov Moscow, where he spent 3 years. After Krylia Sovetov Moscow came in last place at the 1948 Soviet Top League, the club was disbanded. Dangilov moved to FC Spartak Moscow and became the new coach, while the players were assigned to various Moscow clubs. Simonyan was to be transferred to FC Torpedo Moscow. In addition to receiving an invitation to play for Torpedo, however, Simonyan had also received an invitation to play for Spartak Moscow. Torpedo Moscow personally invited Simonyan through Automobile ZIS director Ivan Lukashev. Simonyan, however, had a stronger desire to play for Spartak Moscow and signed with them in 1949. In his first year, Spartak Moscow came in third place at the 1949 Soviet Top League. Simonyan had already become the Soviet Top League top goal scorer, however, with a total of 26 goals. This was the most goals ever scored in the league. The next year, Spartak came in fifth place at the 1950 Soviet Top League. Simonyan had once again become the top goal scorer, this time with a total of 34 goals scored. Simonyan broke his own record of most goals scored in the Soviet Top League. This record would stand until 35 years later, when Oleg Protasov scored 35 goals at the 1985 Soviet Top League. No one else has ever scored more goals in a single Soviet Top League than Simonyan. That same year, Spartak won the Soviet Cup for the first time. Simonyan and Spartak finally achieved victory in the 1952 Soviet Top League. Simonyan scored 5 goals that season. This was the fourth time Spartak had won the top league and the first time in 13 years. Spartak won the top league again the following year at the 1953 Soviet Top League. Simonyan also became the Soviet Top League top goal scorer for a third and final time with a total of 14 goals. Spartak won the 1956 Soviet Top League 3 years later. Simonyan scored 16 goals that season, just one short of the 1956 top goal scorer Vasily Buzanov. Simonyan won the top league with Spartak for the last time as a player at the 1958 Soviet Top League. He scored 9 goals throughout the season. Spartak also won the 1958 Soviet Cup for a second time. Simonyan left the club in 1959. He made 233 appearances and scored 133 goals for Spartak throughout his career, a record that has not been surpassed. International career. Simonyan joined the Soviet Union national football team in 1954. He competed with the Soviet team at the 1956 Summer Olympics in Melbourne. The team defeated Germany, Indonesia, Bulgaria, and finally Yugoslavia to win the gold medal in football. Simonyan was a member of the Soviet football team at the 1958 FIFA World Cup, its first World Cup. Because team captain Igor Neto was unable to play due to injury for most of the World Cup, the team was placed in Group 4, considered by the experts to be the toughest of the 1958 World Cup. The Union's games against England and Brazil were the most attended in the group stage. Simonyan scored a goal against England and was an important asset, as the Soviet team would have been defeated without it. The Soviet Union lost to the Peel-led Brazil team in the final group game. The USSR came in second place, which qualified them for the knockout stage. They were defeated by Sweden. Simonyan played his last match on 19 June 1958. Out of 20 internationals for the Soviet Union national football team, he managed to score 10 goals. Managerial career. After retiring from football as a player, Simonyan became a manager. He became the manager and head coach of Spartak Moscow in 1960. Under his leadership, Spartak came in 7th place at the 1960 Soviet Top League and in 3rd place at the 1961 Soviet Top League. Simonyan led Spartak to victory in the top league for the first time as a manager and coach at the 1962 Soviet Top League. The following year, Simonyan and Spartak won the 1963 Soviet Cup and became finalists at the 1963 Soviet Top League. The team came in 8th place at the Top League in 1964 and 1965. After Simonyan and Spartak won the 1965 Soviet Cup, he soon started managing Spartak again in 1967. Spartak made it to the top league finals again in 1968 but did not win. The club won the 1969 Soviet Top League, their second top league title with Simonyan as head coach and manager. Simonyan and Spartak won the 1971 Soviet Cup. Simonyan stopped managing Spartak for good in 1972. He had been head coach for a record 12 years. Simonyan, an Armenian himself, began managing and coaching Armenian club FC Ararat Yerevan in 1973. He led the club to victory at 1973 Soviet Top League. Ararat Yerevan won the 1973 Soviet Cup as well that year. Under Simonyan, the club won its first ever Soviet titles. Simonyan stopped leading the club in 1974. He came back to Ararat Yerevan in 1984 and stopped managing for good in 1985. Between coaching and managing on Spartak and Ararat, Simonyan led the combined clubs to first place 3 times, second place twice, and third place twice in the Soviet Top League, making him the 5th most successful top league manager and coach of all time. He also managed the USSR national football team and Chornomorets Odessa. Administrative career. Simonyan later worked in senior positions at the Football Federation of the Soviet Union, Sports Committee of the USSR, and the Russian Football Union. On 24 November 2009, Simonyan was appointed acting president of the Russian Football Union following the resignation of Vitaly Mutko. Simonyan was in office until 3 February 2010. At a special conference of the Russian Football Union, Sergei Fursenko was chosen as the new president on 3 February. Simonyan was in attendance for the UEFA Euro 2012 match between Russia and Armenia in Yerevan, which ended in a draw. On 25 March 2011, The day before the match, Armenian President Serge Sargsyan awarded Nikita Simonyan with the Medal of Honor. At the award ceremony, Simonyan said, "I am honored to receive this esteemed award. You know, I'm 100% Armenian. My parents, being Armenians Ardvina, once escaped from the genocide. My father was a great patriot. For me it was a great honor to lead the national team in 1973, Ararat. And what did these guys win the title and the cup for me, as a coach, was a holiday. You cannot pass," as it responded to the people. "Indeed, it was a great team. So I'm a generation and, of course, all our people just grateful and worship." After Sergei Fursenko resigned on 25 June 2012, Simonyan was appointed acting president of the Russian Football Union for a second time. Simonyan left office on 3 September 2012, when Nikolai Tolstok was elected president of the Russian Football Union. Simonyan, along with fellow Spartak veteran Alexander Mrzoyan, sent well wishes to Yura Movsisyan in connection with his becoming a Spartak player. Simonyan wrote to Movsisyan, "Dear Yura, I hope that you win more titles at Spartak than I wish you success." Movsisyan replied, "It will be difficult to exceed Simonyan's achievements both as a player and a coach. Thanks very much for such valuable gift. I know of Simonyan and Mrzoyan as the greatest players, and I am proud to be an Armenian just like them. I have not seen them play, but I know that they have done a lot for Spartak. I am not even close to them in terms of accomplishments. But I certainly do have plans. I want to score goals and achieve wins. And when something goes successfully, I will enter into history at that time." On 19 February 2013, Simonyan attended the grand opening of the new Spartak Arena. He reminisced that if he were 20 years younger, he would be happy to still play for the club. Honors: Club Player Spartak Moscow, Soviet Top League 4, 1952, 1953, 1956, 1958. Soviet Cup 2, 1950, 1958. Soviet Top League Top Goal Scorer 3, 1949 26 goals, 1950 34 goals, 1953 14 goals. 233 matches, 133 goals. Manager Spartak Moscow. Soviet Top League 2, 1962, 1969. Soviet Cup 3, 1963, 1965, 1971. Ararat Yerevan. Soviet Top League 1, 1973. Soviet Cup 1, 1973. Country: Soviet Union. Olympic Games 1, gold medal 1956. FIFA World Cup 1, 1958 quarter-finalist. Individual: Order of Merit for the Fatherland 3rd class. Order of Merit for the Fatherland 4th class. Order of Friendship. Order of the Red Banner of Labor. Order of the Badge of Honor. Jubilee Medal in commemoration of the 100th anniversary since the birth of Vladimir Ilyich Lenin. Medal Veteran of Labor. Olympic Order. Knight of the FIFA.